Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about Pete's Dragon, which is a remake of the 1977 film which I grew up on as a child, and I had very high expectations for Pete's Dragon because apparently it was one of the best films of summer of 2016, which I guess isn't saying much because summer of 2016 has been pretty disappointing. But I was very excited to see Pete's Dragon considering I loved the film when I was growing up. So if you didn't already know what Pete's Dragon was about, it's about a little boy who loses his parents in a car accident and he runs off into the forest and befriends this dragon who he names Elliot. And 5 years after the incident, he is found in the woods by Grace, who's played by Bryce Howard, who is kind of the forest marshal, and the magic of the mystical dragon that people have only heard myths about comes to life in this small town. Disney are crushing 2016 for me. We already had the fantastic Jungle Book, we had Zootopia, which remains my favourite film of 2016 so far. Now it gives us Pete's Dragon, and I'm hoping Moana is as good as the previous films I just mentioned because I absolutely loved Pete's Dragon. It's just what I needed in a disappointing summer of 2016 blockbuster season. It took me around 10 minutes into Pete's Dragon to start crying. That is how emotional this film got to me. I was crying within every 20 minutes of this film. I really wish Disney would stop making me so emotional, or I will sue them for emotional distress. The director of Pete's Dragon, David Lowery, has put so much heart and so much magic into this film that it just beams off the screen, and not only will children enjoy this film, adults will enjoy this film. If you watched the film growing up as a child, you will probably fall in love with the new Pete's Dragon. We have some really big names starring in Pete's Dragon. We have Bryce Howard, who plays Grace, the kind of forest marshal who is in love with nature, who finds Pete in the first place, and we have her fiance Wes Bentley, and we have Karl as Gavin, who's kind of the baddie of the film. He's not exactly the worst human in the world. He is no Hans Landa or Joker from The Dark Knight. He's a bit cocky, and I really didn't like him in this film. He kind of had to redeem himself at the end, but there were issues in the end of this film, like pacing-wise, where it all just didn't add up. And there is a strong message of family and what family means to each other, so I guess he kind of redeemed himself in the end. We also have the legendary Robert Redford in this film, who I think out of the adult actors was the best. I think his character was really funny, and he was the one that believed in the dragon and would tell people tales about it, so I really liked his character. But the standouts in this film have got to be from the child actors who play Pete and Natalie. Now the 10-year-old boy in this film, Pete, who befriends the dragon Elliot, is played by Fegley, and he was amazing in this film. I loved him so much. I could really sympathise with his character and connect to his character. He was the one that made me super emotional. The little cute details he has between him and Elliot, like they have little roars to communicate with each other, and just the way they communicate with each other is so adorable, and when they're apart it's heartbreaking to watch. And the little girl that played Natalie was great as well. I love seeing her and Pete team up to kind of free Elliot, but I definitely have to say the little boy who played Pete, Fegley, was the standout, and I cannot wait to see what this kid does next. He is going to go far. So in the original Pete's Dragon in 1977, the dragon was actually animated, and it does look really cheesy looking back at it now, but Disney has made this a kind of live action CGI dragon, and it's just so good the way they animate his fur and his movements. Like he'll be jumping off the earth and you'll see the earth move with him. It's really fascinating and really well done. And just Elliot the dragon in general is so adorable to watch on screen. Just, he is a puppy trapped in a dragon's body, and he was just so adorable to watch. I love the friendship he has with Pete as well. The way they protect each other and the way that they communicate with each other is just really well done, really fascinating to watch on screen. Not only is the acting and the friendship and just the overall story in Pete's Dragon is really great, this film also has some stunning scenery shots in it. As it's based in the woods, it looks gorgeous. And also, just added bonus, this film has such a great soundtrack that made me well up in tears and in fact cry, because the tension building in this film is really great, especially for a children's film as well. Like, this got really intense. I guess the only faults I could find with Pete's Dragon are definitely how things kind of ended up in the end. It felt like it was going very slow, and then towards the end it rushed itself a little too much, and I feel like some of the human characters, especially the adults, could have had a little bit more development, as I feel like Pete was probably the most well developed and well-rounded character out of all of them. People have been saying that Pete's Dragon is one of the best blockbusters of 2016 in summer, and I would definitely agree with them. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. It was heartfelt, it was full of magic, it had really great child acting, looks beautiful, soundtrack is great. I would highly recommend this to Disney fans, and just if you want to go have a great time watching a film, definitely go see Pete's Dragon. I'm going to be giving this film An epic win. I loved it that much. I feel like I'm probably going to buy this one on DVD. So if you've seen Pete's Dragon, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments, and what's your favourite Disney film of this year so far. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing lots more TV reviews and movie reviews for you guys very, very soon. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye!